Hey, I'm Helen with Floating Yoga School. This is a 20-minute Hatha style flow that I'm calling the classics. We're doing a lot of standing poses, kind of what you would traditionally think of as yoga, maybe if you were brand new to the practice or flipping through a book. But a lot of stuff to focus on our balance, to focus on getting grounded. And I like this style because it's less intense or confusing as some of the transitions in a vinyasa flow is. So this might be less flowy than I normally practice, but something that's really helpful for me to focus on controlling rather than going into my deepest edge, practicing with a sense of restraint physically and more energetic expansion. So with that, we'll get started in a standing position. Feet can be about hip distance apart together, whatever's most natural or comfortable for you. You can be in the middle of your mat, the top of your space, it doesn't really matter. Close your eyes if that's nice, if not, a soft gaze somewhere on the ground in front of you. And just take a moment to really arrive. Deepen your breath. And if you can, breathe in and out through your nose. We'll take one more breath as you are. And then eyes can blink open, or you can practice with a soft gaze or eyes closed. Keep your legs as they are. Inhale, simply reach your arms to the sky. Stand a little taller. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. We'll take that twice more. Inhale, reach it out and up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Shift your weight into your left foot. You're going to draw your right knee up like you're taking a big step and focus your gaze on something that's not moving. Find your breath. Let it flow freely in and out once more. One more breath here. You can always tap your toes down. If you still got your balance, gently open your knee out to the side. Like you're doing a funny little Captain Morgan step or awkward dog peeing on a fire hydrant. You love my silly jokes. You can laugh. Breathe. Take it back to center. One more inhale. And then exhale, release. Shake out your legs, release your arms, reset. Come back to that nice grounded sensation between your feet. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. So we'll do that same thing to the other side. Weight into your right foot. Start to lift your left leg, one-legged Tadasana, like you're taking a step. Feel that balance of effort and ease, steadiness, sweetness, lightness. Begin to slowly open your knee out to the side. Notice how that changes things, how you need to adjust. And then bring it back to center. Take a breath in. Exhale, release it down. Shake it out, move a little side to side. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, lift halfway, hands to shins, send the crown of your head forward. As you exhale, hands down, step just your right foot back. We're going to open to the side for a warrior two. So right heel pivots flat, and then cartwheel your arms open. Fantastic. We're going to be here for a while, so really let yourself find the position, adjust however you want, forward and back on your mat, but focus less on perfect alignment and more on that sense of groundedness, steadiness, and then a sense of ease, lightness. Can you relax your shoulders, relax your jaw? Let's take one more round of breath here. Begin to straighten out your left leg. We're going to move into triangle, which feels really early even for me. So not your deepest triangle, just a gentle reach forward, and then left hand hovers above your left thigh, right arm to the sky. So I'm not trying to reach the ground here. I'm not warm enough. Well, I'm warm in the sun, but muscularly not warm enough to touch all the way down to the ground or find my deepest version. But I'm finding a sense of stretch, expansion through my spine. Hopefully you're finding some through your fingertips, your arms. Your gaze can be down, up, wherever it works for you. Yeah, feel free to adjust. One more breath. And then rise back up. Bring your hands to your hips, turn your left toes to the long edge of your mat. Take a breath in, lift your heart, and then as you exhale, fold forward over your legs. Let your hands release to the ground, let your head and neck release to the ground, and feel free to simply stay here or move around if that feels better. So a lot of times we think about yoga as these asana poses, the practices physically that we do. There's of course so much more to it. And it's through the awareness of our shapes physically, the embodiment of what we're doing, that we can really find that nice balance. One more round of breath. You're going to walk your hands toward your left foot, turn your left toes back to the front of your mat, bend your knee. We're going to move into a lizard pose. The left foot moves out a little to the side, palms come inside your foot, right leg is extended back. If you'd prefer, you can drop your right knee down. Yeah, excellent. So think about doing less, but being more. Feeling what you need out of this, whether that's working through your to-do list, whether that's simply practicing the presence. One more breath. Right foot is going to step up outside your right hand for your malasana squat. Heel in, toes out. Let your bum come as low as is comfortable. This might look more like a chair pose for you, and that's okay. Lengthen your spine. So a lot of times we think of the more complicated or creative as more challenging, when for me it's really these slower moments that are the hardest. And maybe that's true for you too. Breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out, hips high. You can heel toe your feet back toward each other about hip distance. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, fold, left foot steps back this time. We'll take that same thing to the other side, moving into your warrior two. Heel pivots flat, arms cartwheel open. So you might want to adjust here again. Yeah, find that position that feels really stable and steady. And then find a challenge point. Is there something you can release? Something different you can focus on? Somewhere you can breathe a little bit more into. Two more breaths. Begin to straighten out your right leg. We're making our way into triangle trikonasana. You might bring your feet a little closer together. A little reach, and then a hinge, right hand down, left arm up. Again, not finding your deepest version, but finding the version where you can hold control. So nice. How this feels in your body, where your energy is moving. Oh yeah, slippery mats in the sun. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One more round as you are. Strong core and legs, rise all the way up. Turn your right toes to face the long edge of your mat. Either hands to hips like you did last time, or if you like, hands can interlace behind your back. Lift your heart, breathe in, and fold forward for your prasarita as you breathe out. If you've got your hands clasped, you can let them peel off your back, finding a stretch through your shoulders. Head and neck relax. Doesn't have to be complicated, so let it be simple. If your hands are clasped, release them to the ground without slingshotting. We're going to turn toward your right foot to make your way into your lizard pose. Right knee bends, hands inside your left foot. So good. And this will look different on every body, so don't worry about what these two are doing. Think more about what your body is asking for. Depending on the time of day you're practicing these shapes, they may look different, they may feel different. And that awareness is really powerful as well. I feel better when I do yoga at this time of day versus this time, or I really need it at this time. Last breath here. You're going to step your left foot outside your left hand, coming back to that squat malasana, heels in, toes out, hips sink low, hands to your heart. Try to open up your chest. Really press your elbows into your legs, legs back into your elbow, that equal and opposite energetic force there. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold, find a ragdoll. Feet can stay wide. Head and neck can relax. If you want, you can hold opposite elbows or hands to the back of your neck for a little bit of traction, a sway, side to side. We'll move back into some balancing poses. So hands release down, heel toe your feet together, soften your knees. Think of rolling through your spine to come up. So your head is the very last thing. Stacking each vertebra on top of the first or the one before it. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. All right, so we're gonna take this into our chair pose. Sit nice and low. And then take eagle arms. Right arm wraps below your left. Hands can hold opposite shoulders or palms can connect. You can stay like this, or you can take your right thigh up and over your left. Toes can tap the ground or hug behind your left calf. And then move out of your line of sight so I don't distract you. Breathe here. I love eagle pose because it's getting hips and shoulders and balance. So it's kind of working everything at the same time. Can you focus less on the physical stuff and more on the energetic, wringing out sensation? A sense of, being controlled and then releasing. Nice, Lucy. We're gonna unwind to a one-legged Tadasana, arms to the sky, right knee high, breathe in. And then a dancing Shiva, open arm twist to your right, left arm forward, right arm back. A little bit of a balance challenge here, especially if you look toward your backhand or to the side. You might feel your left leg, a lot of balancing on one side. Come back to center, breathe in. Standing splits as you breathe out. Right leg reaches up and back, bless you. Hands down, feel free to bend your left knee as much as you like. Let your head and neck relax. So I'm really feeling a bent left knee. That feels great for me. You can stay. Option to play with balance, hands to your ankle. Option to take this to a warrior three, lift your chest. Or a half moon. Left hand down, begin to peel open your right arm, right hip. Beautiful variations, both of you. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, release to forward folds and move around a little. Sway your hips side to side, bend your knees. Feet a little closer together. Roll up to standing once more. Tailbone heavy. Head is the last thing to arrive. A shoulder shrug. A release, whatever you need. Second side. Inhale to chair. Find eagle, left arm below. Option to stay, hands to shoulders or palms connected. Or if you like, the left leg over the right. I did this pose the other day and my 3-year-old said, "Oh, you have to pee." So like a little kid trying to hold it in. Can you add a smile, a sense of lightness? One more breath. Unwind to a one-legged Tadasana, arms high, knee high. That dancing Shiva open arm twist as you exhale. Left hand back, right arm forward. And please, of course, know you can fall out, you can reset, you can take something different. Bring it back to center, breathe in. Standing splits as you breathe out, foot reaches up and back, hands reach down and forward. Touch the ground, work to your ankle, or again, same choices, lift for more of a warrior three, leg and chest in line, or open to the left side for more of a half moon. Right fingertips down, left arm reaches high. Yeah. And every side is different. There's always one side that feels easier than the other. Deep breath in. Forward fold both feet down as you breathe out. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Tuck and curl into a little ball. Lift your heels, drop your bottom to your heels. Round your forehead to your knees. Try to puff up through your spine. You can stay or you can play with balancing on your toes. Bring your thighs parallel to the ground. Hands to your heart. Squeeze your inner thighs. Lift your belly button. Relax your shoulders. Deep breath in. And exhale, we'll take it to a seat. Gently or just plop back. Feet together, knees wide for cobbler's pose. Lift your heart, breathe in. Hinge forward as you breathe out. And you can choose how low you go, how close or far away your feet are from your hips. One more breath. Lift your chest. Extend your right leg in front. So we'll take a head to knee pose. I'll give you a couple options. Left knee's out to the side. You can reach your arms up or bring your hands by your sides. Lift your heart, breathe in. And then as you exhale, begin to bow forward over your extended leg. Feel free to bend that knee. This is option 1. Option 2, more of a side bend. Right hand or forearm comes inside. Left arm stretches up and over. For me, that always feels good on my low back. But you decide where you want to take the stretch or feel sensation and follow that. And then slowly release and simply swap out your legs. Same thing, find some length, heart high, breathe in. Fold forward over your leg as you breathe out. Stay, or if you're taking the side bend, this time left hand or forearm inside, right arm up and over. Let yourself use breath to create space. One more here. Bring it back to center. Bend your knees, place your feet on the ground, arms forward. We're slowly gonna roll all the way down to our backs. I'm gonna let you both take that. And then when you're down there, walk your feet a little closer, set up for bridge pose. So your knees are pointing to the sky, soles of your feet are grounded. Nice, and then lift your hips off the ground. Hands can stay flat, or you can interlace your hands underneath you if you prefer, like a robot arm. Triceps down, hands reaching, facing each other. That's great too. Stretch, breathe into your belly. If you've got your grip, release the grip, slowly roll down. Knees to chest, give yourself a hug, a little rock side to side. And allow both knees to fall to your left first for a spinal twist. Arms can be wide. You can look right if that feels good on your neck. Keep breathing, even though we're slowing down. You're almost to the end. Just as much presence, just as much intention, maybe even more when we're doing less. Pass through center, take that to the other side. Both knees fall to your right. Head turns to look left. And feel where you can create, again, more space with your breath. Inhales, expand. Exhales, release tension, or maybe take you deeper into a shape. And as that feels even back to center, any last little shapes, maybe a hug knees into chest, a happy baby, or simply find your way into a Savasana. Traditional is laying on your back, palms facing up. You might prefer knees bent, you might prefer to be seated, or hands on your body somewhere. Eyes are soft or closed. And just notice the difference from when we started standing and grounding to now being held and supported by the earth below you. Can you soften physically and expand energetically? And you are more than welcome to stay as you are as long as you'd like. If you feel ready to move on, start with some little wiggles, little movements, maybe a stretch, arms over your head. And if you're on your back, slowly, carefully find your way up to a seat. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Take a moment to thank yourself for moving, breathing, being here. Thank you for joining me. And we'll bow our heads together in silence to close this practice. Thank you so much. Please feel free to leave requests in the comments, and we'll see you soon.